Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are back here in Skyhold on our war table. We were in Valamar beforehand, but I thought I would come back to the war table to get our operations sorted out before we do press on any further into Valamar. So let's see what we have to get. So as far as I remember, there's nothing over here, is there? It's all on the Orlesian side, apart from this one. Okay, this is still developing. Tethras, are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Not that I mind. I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Jarek. A note has been added to the bottom in another hand. Message deciphered. Translation follows. My name is Varrick Tethras, and I'm a bronto-looking backstabber who steals customers. Scrivener. So that doesn't really help as much as we'd like. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after crummy jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there's only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronto liquor as an insult and also can't write a damn. Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from CraigWL, although why he'd do this or all this I have no idea. I vaguely remember Worthy as a name. I can't remember what he looks like or where he was, but I do vaguely remember him from Dragon Age 2. So we can either go to, we should give this information to the CraigWL guard, they'll want to arrest Worthy, or we should capture Worthy ourselves and question him about how he infiltrates Skyhold. Let's do that.
Inquisitor.
Let's do this privately, if possible. Right, so we got Inquisitor. The Grey Wardens fought their way through the mountains. The demons were savage, but the Grey Wardens held them off with great determination. As a result, we have located Marquis Buffon's secret stronghold deep in the Gamorrean Peaks. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. So we have to be careful what we do with the Grey Wardens. Right, truth or dare, the endgame. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot imagine the scandal when 6 bags of Savinta coin were found wrapped in the Blanchard coat of arms and nailed to the Chanter's board in Valroyo. It will be talked of for months. It is disagreeable to think that a cousin of the Imperial family could be involved with these horrid Venatori. One hardly knows what to think. Your new friends produce the best entertainment. Write again soon. It's been too long since we've had tea. Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. So we've got an Amulet of Power, which is probably for Vivienne. Right, so what do we want to do? So let's defeat Marquis Buffon first, since we came this far. Inquisitor, we have Marquis Ephiloch Buffon trapped in her fortress in the Gamorrean Peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. Marquis Buffon's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and she has an ally in Lady Jeanette Lagaspe, who has come with Venatori mages to defend the Marquis. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Please send your orders, yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Clocksec. So I think sending the Wardens straight in against the Venatori might be a bad idea. We can't use Liliana's path. If the Wardens can hold off the demons for 3 days, my friend Baroness Nathalie de Lasuche will have siege equipment there to bring down that fortress. I feel like Liliana is the best one to go for there, so we'll try and figure something else out for Liliana and Zoria, Cullen, and Josephine to do. Negotiate a deal for weapon plans. I recently became aware of a talented and inventive young blacksmith from the Neanderthals. Once we were introduced through my extensive connections, I negotiated a deal to obtain his weapon plans for the Inquisition. Unfortunately, I've just now been outbid by a nobleman from Voldorma who maintains a private army. I would hate to lose those designs. Is there anything we can do? The Inquisition's need is greater. Leave this to me. I'll have the nobleman persuaded. Or I could attempt to find a compromise. Knowledge can be shared. After all, I'm sure the nobleman will be reasonable. That takes 6 hours, but we'll go with that. We can't spot Cassandra now. The consequences of Blackwall's lie. A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Cullen. Oh, I'm sorry, did we embarrass the Duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? We needed the gold, we needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for doing what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. We step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. All Josephine can do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Curfew's defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let's return what was taken under false pretense and put these treaties aside. Yeah, I think Josephine is the way to go for that one. So what about getting things moving? No, I didn't want to do that one either, I remember. An offer from the Imperial Army. A letter marked with a Chevalier's seal. Commander, I understand your soldiers intend to pursue a party of Red Templars into the woods surrounding Valforet. We have not forgotten your assistance against the demons, and are we not sworn to aid your fight against Corypheus? Let's take up arms and cast these Templars out. So Cullen's the only one who can do it anyway. Our resources alone would only have allowed for a small sweeps of the area. With the Imperial Army's assistance, we may entirely rout Red Templars in the region. Inquisitor. Go for it. Excellent. Okay. Now that we've solved all those issues, well, the majority of them, let's head back to Valamar. And let's sort this red Lyrium bullshit out, if possible. Right, so we need to go back to the hinterlands. And down here to the upper lake camp, and then oh no. Oop. There we go. Yep. Take our usual 3. Yeah. I feel like Josephine's point was very, very good there. Like, we literally had that conversation with Cassandra when it said, you know, what will the Inquisition turn into? Like, we are viewed as good people now, but will we let the kind of glory and power corrupt us? And I think it's not exactly the same thing, but I think just kind of ignoring the potential threat of losing our allies and sort of like sort of destroying a lot of trust that we had with a lot of people would not do. Fiona directed us to some caches used by the rebel mages. Excellent. They won't be needing them now. Yeah, it would not do us any good for the Inquisition's sort of status and reputation to be tainted with that kind of thing. So I think we are going to try and make sure that we do appease our allies. I know that, given the circumstances, I think our actions were probably justified, with or without a proper Grey Warden, but I think we should still make sure that people don't hold it against us too much. I'm very sorry. I am extremely tired. Right. So let's get back to Valamar. Bianca's back with us. I love that NPCs just like follow you around certain areas, but as soon as you leave, they just stop. I guess it could lead to being pretty overpowered. Oh my god, some of the guys are respawned. Yeah, all the Carter guys have genuinely respawned. I didn't think they would, but they have. There's a Carter assassin somewhere. He went invisible. There he is. Well, it was a she, but still. So we need to go to the far south, don't we? It's pretty sure it's this way. We don't actually need to go in there, so we'll just ignore them. We have already been in there and killed them all, so I'm not overly worried. Take some Drakestone though. And some more dregs done. And this is the bridge between the Carter and the Darkspawn again. Oh my god, what the... Did someone just launch a Molotov cocktail? Genuinely. Honestly, looked like someone just basically hide a Molotov cocktail so that down me, yeah. That was brilliant. Okay, so where is the door again? This is my only issue now. So the stairs were there. Why do I feel like the door was somewhere around here? Well, it can't have been, can it? Because it would have been right at the end, essentially. Because that's just video game 101. Your objective is always going to be right at the end, isn't it, I think? It was here. I remember it now. It was here. It was here, then you threw it here. The guys in here haven't respawned, so that's good. Right, so after this now, we're just in foreign territory. We've not been in here before. Kill this enforcer. Take the bowman out. Who's the spellbinder? A Warden spellbinder. Navaran skull. Why is the Wardens here? Why are the Wardens fighting with the Carter? That's a bit weird, but I guess stranger things have happened. Stranger things have definitely happened. Alright, so we'll loot this vase. And even chopper. Get to the chopper. And pick it up and stab someone. The key must be just ahead. Reinforced Vanguard coat. Paragon's Luster. Amber? Don't think I've ever had amber before. I probably have. My memory is shocking. Can I not loot that, please? Apparently I can't loot that, so it's fine. Deep Road's key. Nice. Okay, so Bianca has it now. Almost said Branca there. Very different person.
Won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
They had your key.
It's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you?
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium, it has the blight, Varrick. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical
Oh.
and I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested.
That's
in
why
helping
he
my
was
research.
there.
So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit.
Oh, it was him. It was that guy who was half
Until
dead.
you said you found red lyrium at Haven.
Oh
I
shit.
came here and, well, then I went to you.
Wow.
That name means something to you, Varrick.
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a
No,
mage
he was just a
before.
warrior before. I do vaguely remember him. He was that. Yeah, he was that guy who was basically half dead. He was speaking in riddles, wasn't he? If I remember correctly, he was helpful, but yeah.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varrick told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Isn't really your fault.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Get a room, you two. Let it go.
What's done is done. There's no point arguing about it.
We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varrick.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that hurts.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
I mean, considering the revelation we just discovered, I think you threatening me is a little bit rich. Just slightly. Slightly rich. Just a little bit. A little bit. Wow. Well, that was a that certainly was a revelation, wasn't it? So it was Bianca's wow. So if I'm sort of connecting the dots well enough, Bianca went to investigate the Red Lyrium, gave a key to a Grey Warden, and then said Grey Warden was corrupted by Corypheus. Like he maybe already was, who knows. And that led to the Red Lyrium spilling out of where Bianca found it, and then gave Corypheus a supply of Red Lyrium. Is that correct? If so, wow. I mean, it's not 100% her fault, you know. She obviously was trying to do the right thing, and she did just have a bit of a revelation in discovering that Lyrium is alive in a way, but all the same, she definitely did not help matters overall. Right, so let's go back to Skyhold. We need to go and talk to Varrick, and we need to get another operation with Cullen launched. The other two are going to take a while, obviously, but Cullen's was quite short. So let's go and speak to Varrick first, see if he has any more information on the situation. It's a great way of putting it as well. Speak with Varrick about all this. Alright, here we go.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Nobody is.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
No, you wouldn't.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Especially in
that
Kirkwall.
I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Well, at least he knows now. Can we talk to him about anything else? Oh, we can.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
Start what?
What exactly were you starting without me now?
What is Varrick?
Look who showed up,
wow.
everybody. Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
Are we playing cards?
I do hope I recall the rules.
Oh, Wicked Grace,
It's been
yes.
ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
They're having a giant
Grab
game.
a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
Oh, Cullen, please.
Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No, boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? I'll go home.
Sounds good. I'm in.
All right, Tom.
Better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Go easy on me. Yeah, I'll play.
Of course. Deal me in, Josephine.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you're joining us.
I'm gonna smash you all,
Ante up,
Wicked Grace.
Inquisitor.
Right? I'm curious to see how this develops. Cullen's getting angry.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I've got a story.
I've got one for you. Firstly, my aunt is known across the free marches for
Oh
her
Jesus, this is gonna be
Of
awful.
course, when a performance of the murder of Queen Madrigal opened, she made us all attend.
Oh, I already tell this is gonna be dreadful. Oh no, it wasn't. It seems okay.
My aunt refused to speak to me for 3 months.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbit stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Ooh.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Deal me into.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
So you know that recruit who was in his underwear? Yeah, that's.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
Oh, hello.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Look at Cullen's face. I'm like, I'll see myself out. Whoa, but oh my Christ!
Glad you decided to join us tonight.
Iron Bolt hasn't got a clue what's going on. This was fun.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Of course.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Revenge works. Sarah's just under the table. It's probably the best thing she's done all game. Fair play. I noticed Vivienne wasn't there. Of all the people, Vivienne was not there. I'm very disappointed. Neither was Solus. Come on, guys, gotta get involved. I really enjoyed that. That was heartwarming. Seeing banter among a party like that. You don't see it often enough sometimes, do you? Really like that. Anyway, let's get Cullen's report in. Commander, a fine victory. May our enemies feel its sting. Chevalier du Set. Okay. Right, so what do we got now? Dwarven slaves in Venatori hands. A report from one of Cullen's forward scouts. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation in force. So we can send a select group to observe. We don't want to alarm the Venatori. We know they are all too willing to sacrifice their captives. The local landholders will get our scouts access, but will likely require additional incentives to risk their forces against the Venatori. Or if there's a hint of a Venatori enclave, especially one supplying weapons, we need to crush it. Yeah, okay.
All right.
We'll be bold with that one. I normally would try and be a little bit more subtle, I think, in that sort of situation, but we'll go for it and hope we don't regret it afterwards. Right, well, that was longer than what I thought it was going to be as a result of that game of Wicked Grace, but I think it was worth it. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I shall catch you all in the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.